King of the hierarchy dropped out, but
Oh! It's
He
like
was
an
in
actual thing.
no, it's a thing.
It's an actual thing. Okay, well, that's cool. So that was an A. Let's keep going. Okay, so on this, so we'll start back here. When you're going high, maybe try to think about, like, biting a little bit, like, and, like, when you, show your teeth a little bit, it's just, like,
Okay.
a clearer sound, so. That's good. Yeah. Okay, no, I mean, it's sad because I always want to focus on the highs, but that's literally what you have. And so I think that, additionally, I know I'm telling you to think about a lot of different things.
No,
We'll
yeah,
start
it's
going
fine.
right down. When you're going down the scale, kind of, Dr.
The
Soup
same
says,
birthiness?
well, for sure,
Birthiness?
keep the same support. Yes,
Okay.
support's definitely a constant thing, and that's probably having to do with it, so thank you for saying that. And then also, I know that Soup doesn't necessarily encourage saying this, but if you think up a little bit when you're going down the scale,
Mhm.
it just negates, like, any flatness that could happen.
Okay.
But I also, when you have that good forward placement, can you, like, hear the difference between your highs and your lows?
Yeah, I feel like I start getting like weaker when I go low.
For sure. No, and
So.
I have the same exact problem. And for me, like, E is a happy vowel, and I feel
Mhm.
like E's a pretty happy, I mean, honestly, the range is still just a happy range for you in general, but E helps you find that good placement, and then if you just think about keeping it all the way down, like,
Gotcha.
on the ah, then you're like, there you go, like, that's it. So, let's start here. That's good. That's better, yeah. Keep going. Go up, go up. Yeah.
That was flat.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah. Think forward. And, like, yeah, more abs probably. It's getting so much better, though. Now we're gonna go lower. So are you still in your head voice?
No, not really.
You're not. So are you switching into your chest?
Kinda.
That's good. I
Like,
can't hear it.
Trying to be like, I don't know. I feel like I kind of almost get breathy before I get chesty. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. 'Cause
Okay.
it's right around the break. If you feel like you're getting, here, actually, let's try to go low and then high.
Yeah,
Because
let's
a lot
see.
of the time, it's good to, it's never good to belt, you know? It's never
Yeah,
good to,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
switch too early, but sometimes, like, you get your more resonant sound in your lower voice, and, like, obviously in a choral setting, it's not ideal, but once you train it, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not the worst thing. So, how about we do, yeah, we're gonna do it different. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's chest.
Ooh, and it's also, okay, yeah. So, that's a matter of support, going like,
With the staccato kind
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, there you go. I mean, seriously. I mean, you try to, using a little bit of H is really helpful, but then the end goal is trying not to use that much H.
Okay.
But that was
Gotcha.
honestly, like, totally fine. So, sorry, ready?
Yeah, no, it's definitely chesty now.
Here, I'll try to do it a little bit slower.
No,
so.
you're good.
See, yeah, no, that was,
I'm like trying to flip it, but like not.
that's really
Okay.
intuitive. No, so how about we try to do, oops,
Okay, I have very bad short-term memory, but let's do it.
so it's just a scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, do, re, sol, fa, mi, re, do. But the point is, like, your break is probably around there,
Okay.
so the point is to try to, like, work through it a little bit. So, right here. Do Do you like solfege?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it on solfege?
Yeah, let's do solfege.
Sure. So I can do it with you.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re.
Sorry, I fucked it up.
No, you're good.
Let's try it again.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, do, ti, do, sol, fa, mi, re, do.
And
There was a fly like in between my fingers.
then the flies
It went in
are an
here.
epidemic.
Are
Like,
they breeding in here?
And then it was in between.
they're
my fingers.
breeding everywhere. Have you noticed that in the choir room too? Like last year, it was never a
It makes me feel
problem.
less bad about our house being infested because it's like okay, they're everywhere.
There's one in here, yeah.
Oh, I almost caught.
It's in here.
He grazed my phalange.
God, I was hoping you'd say phalange.
Phalange?
I was literally thinking, if I were gonna finish a sentence, I would say phalange, and you did. Wow, that's so good.
I bet that they get caught back here sometimes.
Hey, that one was a fat ass too. I mean, he
It,
had
like it was
some-
like, bzzz, like
Girthy
right here. And I was like,
fly.
yeah.
Okay.
are you
well,
guys supposed to be recording your lessons, by the way?
Yes.
Good, you said fuck, so I just.
Yeah, I know, but he said he wants a 5-minute clip, so it's okay.
Oh, just under
Just wanted to remind you. Okay. Let's try this again.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I know, we're just not piano players, you know, so I mess it up all the time. Not F it up.
What?
Do you want to do like y'all? You
Yeah,
get the notes
okay,
now, right?
I haven't solfeged in like a really long time. I know solfege, I promise. Like the monochromatic scale and all that and stuff. Like we were kind of incorporating. it
Literally,
today,
like, solfege is really just a learning aid. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
I used it as such a crutch, and I honestly wish I didn't. Like,
Well, because the thing is like I used to sit in church and like when we were in hymnals, I'd be like doing like signs and stuff. My dad would look over like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, Brian, like you." Yeah. But now I'm like, yeah, I don't fucking know.
yeah, no. I mean, like, if you can sing, like, that's, I don't know. I think that's more important, but, and that's what the vocalists are for, you know?
Solfege is good until it gets in the way.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, and right now it's kind of getting in the way, so
Okay.
let's just do y'all. Yes. So just make sure you keep it supported all the way.
Mhm.
Maybe even try to, like, crescendo and do
Okay.
crescendo or something, okay? One more time. So where about do you think that you switched into chest voice? Yeah.
There.
I mean, it sounded really, it was a good resonant sound. At some points it got a little like, oh, and it sounded a little like, meh, but honestly,
I
like,
used to sing country. If you can't.
I couldn't, but like,
Thank God.
that adds up, you know what I mean? Thank God, you know, like, yeah, whatever.
I'm not much of a yee-hawer anymore.
That's something I'm in support of, so, but it's whatever. So I would probably just try to keep a little bit more space, especially
Okay.
like for me, a big problem when I'm descending, like, and I like
Yeah,
always just close my
okay.
mouth back down, so I'd be like,
I think I start using this more than this, probably.
Oh, I mean that's just a super common problem too. So yeah, if you're just thinking about engaging, here, how about we try doing some of these guys? We'll start down here. Yeah. You're doing good. I would try to like attack the note a little
Okay.
bit quicker if you can. Just try that. Get it? Keep that support. Keep the support.
No, you're good.
But just think about when you're, I noticed when you were going to your head, it started getting a little bit breathier. Just make
Mhm.
sure, you probably feel a little bit like maybe a
Yeah.
little bit. Anything?
Mhm.
Yeah. So just like really think about like, or whatever.
Okay.
Dude, nice. Right? Nice, dude. That was a high E flat. Just so you know, high C is like the like big thumbs up. So you got all the way up to there. Beautiful. Dude, that was honestly, like, good. Okay. You're, like, one of those people that, like, you just have a really good instrument naturally.
Oh, thank you.
So I just, like, appreciate that. And Dr. Troop, like, also appreciates that. And
I hope. Because I know I sound goofy, but I am serious about it. I just get, like, goofy anxious. Like.
no, and I think that, I don't think that bothers him, you know, like, in the, but I will, like, let you know, like, in the environment of Kantamis, that makes sense. And then
Yeah,
Corral
probably
would
not.
fly as easily, but, like, he knows, he doesn't underestimate the talent level.
Okay.
I think that it probably would be a matter of seriousness that he's, like, if he's in question of anything, it would be that, but, like, if you were to approach him and be like, hey, like, I'm serious.
Yeah, no, when I told my dad, I was like, I need to, like, come up with a way to tell him that I can be, like, so serious. Because in, like, high school, I was choir girl.
Yeah.
Like, thought about minoring in music, but it's just not.
Oh, really? What is your major?
It's psychology.
Right. Okay.
So.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, it really just takes, like, telling him, like, you know,
Yeah.
I honestly have some interest in this, and, like, that kind of thing. So, do you want to, like, do some sight reading? I, like, have you
Yeah,
had
let's
this
do
piece
it.
out? We can just, here.
If you have time, it's up to you.
No, I'm just trying to think of, like, good, we have our sight reading packet. Oh, my God, how
Yeah,
perfect.
I brought my binder.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to get yours out, I have mine too, so it's like whatever. And if you want, I can go grab one of their music stands. I could do that.
Oh, it's okay. No, we, like, won sweepstakes every year with sight reading and
Are
on
you from
stage.
Texas?
Yeah, you're from Austin, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
what
noticed.
school did you go to?
Well, I went to Rudder and then I went to Normandy.
Oh, okay.
But, it's in, like, Bryan College Station.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
No, I've heard of Norman, I think.
Normandy?
Normandy.
Oh, it's in the middle of nowhere, so it's, like, 2A, so
Maybe not. Okay, so we'll just, like, do the top line and then the
Okay.
bottom line.
Do you want solfege, or can we just do it on a dough, or what?
I'd probably recommend Soulfish for now.
Okay.
If you can regurgitate any of it, then, like,
Okay.
I think that'd be good. Do you want to just try to maybe do the top line of this 29?
Okay, sure.
So,
Starting on that. It's a G, right?
it is a G.
Okay.
So, what key do you think that we're in?
Probably C.
That's a good.
Okay.
Yep, you are correct. And so, if we're in C, what syllable do you think the G is?
A dough? No. It's a me. Or a so. I don't know.
It's
It's,
a so.
it's in the triad, right?
So, yeah, it is. Yeah. So,
Okay.
if you think about
Because the C would be the dough.
Yep.
And the E would be the me. And the G would be the so.
Yep.
That makes
So,
sense.
something that I do to help myself with sight reading, like, with that kind of thing, is you find your key, which we can touch on that if you're, like, kind of confused
Well,
about that.
like the last flat is fall, right? And the last sharp is
So, yes, last flat fall.
T.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you're all set. And then another thing that I learned way too late is that, like, when you're in flat key signatures, the
Mhm.
second to last flat is the letter.
Dough.
Yes, it is the dough. So,
Okay.
like, and if you just, like, look down at 31, like, the second to last flat is E, so your key is E flat.
Okay.
Another thing to note, there's, like, sight reading is just, but when you have two or more flats, your key is flat.
Mhm.
So it's not, if we have E flat, it's not just E, it's going to be E flat, because we have 3 flats.
Okay, so would it be E flat minor?
It would not be E flat minor. Minor key is kind of, so, like, at least at OSU, we do law-based minor, which basically
Okay.
means, like, so I wouldn't even think about minor,
Okay.
honestly.
No, you're good. You're good. That was just a ADD question.
But I will just, no, it's fine, I'll answer it. So, like, your minor is, like, your relative minor to the major key, so your relative minor to E flat is your law
Okay.
in your minor key. So this one would be C, so it's C minor. So, I mean, if you really think about it logically, like, that's your E flat minor scale, and then you go do, do, la, and then you're in your minor key. And so it's really not a lot to think about. I don't really think about, like, minor versus major. I just look at the key and then I'm like, do. And then I'll be like, law. Okay, it's centered around law. It's probably minor. That's just kind of how it goes. So, and then as far as just keeping track of which syllable is on, like, which line when you're switching from key to key, when we're looking at, back at 29, we're in C. That's so. Yeah.
No, that's not law.
But one thing that helps me is that your, so if we look here, that's the tonic, C is the tonic, and that's on this line below the so,
Right.
and the line above that's gonna be me, and the line above that's gonna be so. And so if you keep that in your mind,
Yeah, because it's in threes, right? Or like,
thirds, yeah, sure. It's a major third and then a minor third. So yes, you can think about it in threes. And then, unfortunately, when you go up to do, this is do right here because
That's
it's a
do?
fourth above. So yeah,
Oh,
if we think
okay.
do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Okay.
So that's do. Yeah, I'll close this door real quick.
You're good.
Just no distractions. It's no big deal though. We're like, how much more do we have to do? Anyway, so do you want to chant through this, or do you want to just try to
Yeah,
sing through
let's
it?
do that because so the way I used to do this is I used to like write the little. I would write it underneath before I
Sure.
did it. So now I'm just like Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I mean, in a sense, like, that's not sight reading,
Yeah,
but
no,
that
I know.
is sight reading. No, but, I mean, I totally do it, too, especially if there's, like, a big leap or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah,
Well,
I'll
if I
just
had the
write,
time, I
oh.
would. Like if it was in a competition, like we'd chant it and then we'd like,
Sure.
and then we do it. But
Right, so you did UIL and stuff?
yeah.
Okay, so you're like,
And like region and all that. So
yeah, sure. You said you made state, didn't you?
no, I made region.
Oh, okay.
I went to state to watch, but
Oh.
yeah.
I mean, it's tough. Like, it's kind of stupid hard sometimes. And,
Yeah.
like, also, it's the kind of thing where, like, yeah, if you make state, that means you, like, have good work ethic. But if you
Yeah.
don't make state, that doesn't mean you're not good. Like, it's
Yeah.
just all, like, work ethic, literally.
No, David like still thinks I like made state, and like I keep like, no, but thanks.
Wait, so did y'all know each other in high school?
No, I met him my freshman year
Oh,
through
okay.
Chris McNabb. I don't know.
Because he's from San Antonio, and that's not, like, too far away.
Yeah,
but it's
it's
kind of
not.
far, actually. It's, like, 3 hours or so. But, anyhow.
But no, like we both remember the chariots.
They're doing that in Youth Singers right now.
Really? And the great God Almighty, mighty.
Oh, that's such a good one.
I love that one.
Wait, and also, I know it's kind of lame, but the Brahms that year was really good. It was like, oh, Highland Rise.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember
Yeah, I love
On
that
the
one.
Banks of Bonnie Doon was my all region favorite. It's like,
Oh, I don't even remember that
oh,
one.
it's so good.
Oh, that was the year with Secret Era. Oh my damn. She's coming again. He's like so. It's like, gives her shit. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. I don't
Okay.
even know what that was. So we're on so. You want to chant it?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
1, 2, ready, go.
So, mi, do, mi, or that would be so.
Yep.
So, and then re, mi. Okay, yeah, no, I'm really terrible at this. I'm so slow. Okay,
No, we don't have to chant it then. Just work through it.
okay.
So we're on
Let's
me.
do mi, so, or mi, do.
Well, it's a step underneath me.
Re.
Yep.
Mi, do, do.
Me,
Mi.
re,
Me.
do. So on measure 2, it's gonna be me, re, do.
Yeah.
And then what's this?
So,
Keep going.
do, do. So,
Mm.
me.
So me.
So, me, do.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know that. And then me.
Me, re, do, or me, re, do.
Mhm.
So.
Yep.
Do.
Mhm.
So.
Yep.
And they all have their own little
So.
This one.
This, do.
Yep.
Do.
You hit the block, but
So. Me. So. Fa.
yeah.
Me. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Man, I'm slow.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Like, I could play that on the piano, but I can't sing it.
oh really?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe.
Okay, well, maybe not, but I can play some of it, so.
No, I mean that's a good tool to have too. And like I said, like sight reading is not everything.
Okay.
Like, it's good when it helps to read music, but it's not a big deal. Probably. Do you want to just try doing it on a do? Do you think that might
Let's
be
do
easier
that. Okay,
from the beginning?
let's
And then
do that.
with
Okay.
pitches and stuff. So. Wait, actually, sorry.
Okay.
I'm learning to teach here.
Okay,
Let's
no, you're
set
good.
our key. Because
Okay.
setting the key kind of helps you remember where your tonic
Where
is.
the
And just,
do
like,
yeah.
you can think about intervals in between. So
Okay.
we'll go. Do, so, mi, do, so, mi, do.
Do, so, mi.
I said that wrong.
Do, mi, so, do, so, mi, do.
I'm so sorry about that.
No, you're fine. I didn't even notice it until I repeated it.
That was
Okay.
fine. So, starting on so. You don't have to use solfege, but
Okay.
it's just kind of how.
So, do, do,
Yep.
so,
Yep.
So, la, do,
Yeah.
so, do, so, fa, mi.
Beautiful. That was not bad. Do you want to try the next line?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So same beginning.
So, do, do, so, la, ti, do, re, mi, so, fa, do, do, so, mi, so, do, so, do, no, mi, do, it's
That
do
is
again.
do. Yep.
Do, ti, do.
Dude, not bad.
Okay.
So you had the right notes pretty well most of the time. Like
Okay.
truly, it was not bad. I think that solfege is getting in your way sometimes when
Yeah.
you're like getting, because sometimes you'll sing the right note and then like not the right solfege,
Yeah.
which I think is more important. So like it's fine, but then like sometimes you'll sing the right solfege, but then you might not sing the right
Well,
note.
because I'll start thinking G, C, or like whatever.
Do you think letter names might be good?
No, because then
Oh.
I do like half and half.
Okay, yeah.
That's what, because that's what I'm thinking. Is if I can't find the solfege, like if I can't find the solfege, I think the letter, and if I can't think the letter, I think the solfege.
Oh, well, I mean, that's not the worst thing. Like, truly, it's really not,
Okay.
because, like, they're all linked to certain keys. I mean, when you start getting into more difficult keys, it might be more difficult.
Yeah.
And, like, with, I don't know, because then you'll be like, A flat, G flat, and I don't know, it's just, like, gonna be, like, so, like, but,
G7 with a minor. No.
yeah, no, it's just, it's not worth it, necessarily. So, yeah. Do you want to do the next one?
Let's do it.
Another thing that I might mention, I don't know if this will just get you more confused, and if it does, then just, like let it leave. But sometimes it does help to think in intervals. If you, like,
Like 1, 3, 5.
or, so like, if you think about, like, so, mi, that's, like, a third, mi, and then you go, like, so, that's a fourth.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
No,
So,
you're good.
we'll move on. So, we're on 30. What key are we on?
Well, it's the last flat is fa, right? So it's like,
Count down to do.
yeah. So do, fa, so, mi, re, do, ti. So we start on T, right? But I said the letters wrong.
You did. So, when I'm saying we're asking for the key, I'm actually asking for the letter name,
Okay.
not
Yeah.
the first syllable.
Yeah, I don't know.
So this line that the flat is on is B.
Okay.
So if we go count down, it goes B, A, G, F.
Yeah.
Fa, mi, re, do.
Oh, okay. So you're asking where do, like what letter do is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's
Gotcha.
what the key is. So yes, what
So
letter
would
is
it
do?
be E?
Close.
That's my head. So it's F.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're in the key of F. Notice, so if that's do, then what syllable are we starting on?
If the F is do,
Mm-hmm.
then we're starting on do, right? Or no. We're starting on T, do, si, la.
Correct.
Okay.
Beautiful. Yeah, no, you're probably just like, what is solfege? Like,
Yeah, I
it's been
haven't-
so long. And we really don't use it in kantamas
We
very
really
much.
don't. Well, and whenever we sight read, I just kind of like.
Oh, really?
But
Okay.
that's kind of why I wanted to do this, is because I didn't want to look like a total lunatic if I go in there and he's like, okay, sight read this.
But I'm not kidding. He really does care more about tone, and you're like,
Really?
Later, yeah. You just gotta like.
Okay. One, like, I am willing to, like, put in so much work to this just because I love, like, who I am. Like, when I'm with the music people,
Yeah.
like, I can be serious, like, oh, goodness. Like, I like being goofy and cantamas, but, like, chorale, like, if I go the next level to this, like, I'm 110% in.
I can see you if you like. Obviously, it sounds like you're gonna take it seriously, and like if you're on that mindset, like I can see you absolutely thriving in chorale, like no doubt about it. Because like you are only reading for so long, you know, and then you're just like singing the music, like the way it is in Thomas. So like
I like more the artistry of it, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the, like, messing up on it's just bug me, but, like, I want the sound to
as
be
it
good.
does everybody, you know, it's whatever. Okay.
Okay, so we're starting on La, and then it would go La, Do, Mi, Fa, Mi, Re, La.
Well, so yeah, that does kind of suck about these. They're 2-line sight reading. So since this is like a half note, since it's not filled in, that's called a half note, and it has twice the value. Yeah. Okay. So you're with me. So it's gonna be La, Do, Mi, Fa, Mi, Re, Mi, and then you're back on Mi. So Re.
Wait, where are you?
Sorry, I'm right here.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm at half note.
Yeah.
So Re.
Re. Oh.
So we're going to this.
Okay. Duh. Alright, because that's the bottom stem. Okay. That's
a good way to think about it.
Okay. So okay. Perfect. And then Re, Mi, Fa, So, Fa.
Yep. You want to go to the next line?
Yeah, let's do it.
So this one.
Re, no.
Close.
Mi,
Mhm.
Mi, Re, Do, Ti, Do, La, Mi, Re.
It would in harmonic. It's not. So it's C.
Okay.
So since it's on the actual C and like so in the key,
Okay.
and it's sharpened C. Yep. Well, or whatever the key is.
Okay. And then La.
Yep. So-
Ah.
And then, well, you have the solfege when you're like not singing.
Exactly.
So that's good.
If I can like look at it and like calculate it, like I don't
Sure.
know.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
So 1, 2, 3.
Fa, do, mi, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, do, la, si.
That's tough. That's an accidental. So yeah, since that la so la would be right if it didn't have the sharp. Beautiful.
Okay.
You're improving really fast.
Thank you.
Also, your so was beautiful, and it's all so it's like when you hit that, it like had that really resonant sound. And we're not thinking about resonance when we're sight reading, but like
Okay.
it's always kind of good to think about because I always had the habit of just kind of like letting technique go whenever I was reading, you know, because you're like focusing on the reading. But then you're not ingraining the technique into your brain, and so then when you're trying to sing the technique, it's harder to. You know what I mean?
So whenever you sing the words, you like have already practiced the dynamics and stuff, right?
Kind of, yeah. But it's also like if this were a piece and I were learning it and I was just like la da mi fa mi or whatever, and then like if I were to go sing it, I'd be like
Yeah.
and it would be like kind of ugly, and so it's like.
I don't think you could ever sing anything ugly.
I can, trust me. I got put on, like, heat today in chorale. You should have seen it. Like,
Oh no.
I did the sight reading, and I, like, lost it right before, and so I was, like, freaking out. And then I finally found it, and I, like, did it, and it was alright. But then I also have, like, a really small solo at the beginning of one of our songs, and I'm, like, kind of sick, and so it was, like, wasn't a very good sound at all, and he was like, it's gonna be a beautiful Sunday, right? And I was like,
Yeah, I noticed he was like, how are you feeling today? Is your voice feeling okay? I feel so bad for watching.
he called her something else at the beginning of class, too. Did you notice that?
He did what?
He said, like, how are we doing today, Piru? And she was like, and she's just always like,
what? He's like, okay, now more right hand. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
and I'm
no.
like, why don't you just play it? Just try and play.
also, it's weird to think about, Claudia's only like 25 or something, you
Yeah.
know? She's literally like our age. And I was talking to Martha about it, and apparently she literally has an eye cataract. And so
Is
whenever
that why she goes
and
like that?
that might be why, but also apparently it affects her reading, and that sometimes she like can't see notes, and that's
Yeah.
why she messes up sometimes.
I like hardly even notice it. Like she's like brilliant, and
Yeah,
she's so sweet. She asked to take a
She's so
picture
good.
with me one time.
Really?
She's like, "You want a photo?" And I was like, "Yeah."
That's so cute. No, you're always so nice to her too. No, I mean, what was I gonna say? He wouldn't have had her accompany us if he didn't really like her, you know.
Yeah, I
But
figured.
he's just kind of a geek sometimes,
Yeah,
you
well,
know.
I mean, I
He's
feel
just
like when
kinda
you're a
you.
world renowned composer, you kind of have a little bit of right to be, but
No, I mean, yeah, he works it, you know. Okay, I'm not really sure. I think that's a good start for today, honestly.
perfect.
I think something good to do is just keep going through these, do the solfege, and then do it on notes if you want to.
Yeah.
And then like with the singing, if you want, do you want to like maybe start learning a piece next week? Is that of interest to
Yeah,
you?
let's do it.
Yeah, I
For
have
sure.
this piece called "O Mio Bambino Cobro." It's a cute one,
Okay, so
and I think you'd like to do it really well.
what does the audition process look like? Does it
See,
just
like
kind of
I
depend on the
audition
person?
like literally. Well, yeah, I think that like it's really mostly a vocalese. So like the one I was doing at the beginning, where I'm just like or whatever.
Okay.
I think that's mostly what it would be.
Okay.
He probably would have you read something, maybe briefly, but wouldn't put too much weight on it. Like, I don't know,
Okay.
do you know Mariah Moreno? I think she was in Conchama's last semester, like a little Hispanic girl.
She like never talked.
Probably not, no.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, nonetheless, like, she can't read very well, but she's in chorale because she's got really great spirit on tone, and you're in the same boat.
Okay.
So I think that, you know, reading helps, so it's worth working on it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and that's what I wanted. Is because like I didn't want to like go in there and half-ass it. Like I want to be like somewhat prepared.
Yeah. And if you find that the solfege is hindering you and you like are doing better without it,
Hey,
hey girl.
quick question. What does this mean? With this little line underneath it?
It might be referring to this 3 right here, and like,
Is it like
Are you other Claire?
no,
No.
this is Carly. I can show you other Claire with no eye. Here, I'm gonna turn this off though. I was just picking my wedgie in front of it.